What's up everybody, it's Johnny and I am back today with a very important video. Are refunds smaller this year? Do tax credits need to be paid back? Is the IRS sending out letters with wrong information? I'm answering all of those questions and more in today's video. If you are one of the millions of people who got an advance of the child tax credit or plan on claiming the child tax credit on this year's tax return, this video is for you. If you did not receive the advance monthly payments and you have kids and you think you may qualify for the child tax credit, this video is for you too. Basically, this video is for anyone filing a tax return. Really, it's that important. So let's get into this. In order to keep things clear, concise, and easy to follow, I am using a Q&A, question and answer format in this video. I'm going to focus on the most popular questions I've seen surrounding the child tax credit and talk about the first glitch of the 2022 tax season, the letter 6419. Specifically, I'm covering the following in this video. 1. What is the letter 6419? 2. Why the letter 6419 may be wrong. 3. What to do if the letter 6419 is wrong. 4. Are refunds actually smaller now? And 5. Does the credit need to be paid back when filing taxes? If you saw my last video, I talked about how the 2021 tax season was a total disaster. And now 2022 is not off to a great start, as many are reporting issues with the letter 6419 that is supposed to be used for those claiming the child tax credit. It has been reported that those who receive the credit should use the letter 6419 to report the advance monthly payments received for the child tax credit. So the question is, what do people do if that letter is wrong? I've got some info and I'm going to be sharing it with you here shortly. Real quickly, before I go any further, I just want to take a moment and say thank you so much for watching, and please click that subscribe button so you do not miss out on any information that may help you. All right, here we go. Let's start off with question number 1. I got my letter 6419 from the IRS, but I think it's wrong. What do I do now? First, let's back up so we're all on the same page. What is the letter 6419? The letter 6419 has the total amount of the 2021 advanced child tax credit payments and has the number of qualifying children used to calculate the advance payments. According to the IRS, the point of sending out this letter is to help taxpayers reconcile and receive the full 2021 child tax credit when filing taxes. This letter was sent to taxpayers from late December 2021 through January 2022. So there is a chance you may not have received it yet. The IRS says taxpayers should keep this and any other IRS letters about advanced child tax credit payments with their tax records. The IRS website says families who receive advance payments must 1. File a 2021 tax return, and 2. Compare the advance payments received in 2021 with the child tax credit amount they claim on their taxes for 2021. This is such a big issue that the IRS has dedicated an entire page on their website to this issue, and I will put a link to that page in the description below. So at this point, I think it's fair to say we understand what the letter 6419 is and what it's intended for. As most of us know, part of the reason the 2020 tax season was so bad was because refunds were delayed. Refunds were delayed for quite a few reasons, but one of the biggest ones was because of discrepancies on tax returns regarding the stimulus checks, also known as the economic impact payments. So just tracing back, the entire purpose of this letter 6419 is so that people can use the form to accurately claim the child tax credit so there isn't a delay in the refund process. But unfortunately, as tax season kicks off here, we are learning that there are issues with the letters and the IRS may have sent some with some mistakes. So I guess the next and most logical question is how? How does this happen? Why would there be a mistake on the letter? Well, the IRS believes that the mistaken letter happened because certain taxpayers moved or changed an address or changed bank accounts during the year. When taxpayers switch bank accounts before the IRS sends the letters, the child tax credit checks may be undeliverable and direct deposits could bounce from the bank with the closed account. According to Ken Corbin, Chief Taxpayer Experience Officer at the IRS, the mistake might be limited to only a small group of families, but it is important for everyone to check to make sure their letter is accurate. So, with that said, here's some tips on what to do when you receive that form. Tip number 1, take a look at your records. Take a look at your bank statements to see exactly how much you got in those monthly payments. The IRS also has a child tax credit portal, which will be linked below that you can check. Number 2, double check your information on the IRS website. Check your mailing information with the IRS to ensure your bank account information and your address are accurate, especially if you moved or set up a new bank account during the 2021 year. And 3, contact the IRS. If you've tried this, you probably know that this may be very frustrating, but here's the phone number, 1-800-829-1040. Okay, so that covers question number 1. I know that was a long-winded answer, but hopefully that's a little helpful for you. Let's move on to another popular question. How does receiving the advance of the child tax credit impact refunds? Will it make a refund smaller? Okay, so this is a difficult question to answer without first explaining how taxes work. Let's look at a tax return in its most basic form. I'm going to give you a 3-step formula to tax returns. Step 1, income minus deductions equals taxable income. Step 2, taxable income times effective tax rate equals total income tax. And finally, step 3, total income tax minus tax credits equals tax due. So, in that formula, that 3-step formula, you can see that tax credits are a dollar-for-dollar reduction in taxes due. Now, with the child tax credit, some opted to take an advance of the credit in the form of monthly payments from July to December. The IRS calculated this advance and the total amount of the credit based upon 2020 tax return information. And the advance was supposed to be half of the credit and the other half was supposed to be claimed upon time of filing taxes. So let's take a step back and look at part 3 of that formula. Total income tax minus tax credits equals tax due. Well, if you already got half the credit in the form of those advanced monthly payments, and you're only going to use the other half now at the time of filing, then yes, I guess it is fair to say the refund is smaller than it would normally be right now at the time of filing because you already got the advance half of the credit. But the big difference is that other half of the credit advance was actually received and put in people's pockets, which is very important. So although at the present time, right now, of filing a tax return, the refund is technically smaller because only a portion of the credit is being taken now, we have to remember that the other half of the credit was already delivered. So, to bring this all together and to sum this up, yes, I guess one can say that getting an advance of the credit will reduce your refund at the present time. But again, that's because the credit was already received. Now, what about those who are saying that you have to pay the child tax credit back? Is that true? Unfortunately, in certain circumstances, yes, that is a possibility. Remember, the child tax credit payments were based upon 2020 income. If someone had an increase in earnings and income in 2021 as compared to 2020, it is possible that they are no longer eligible for the child tax credit anymore and would have to pay it back if they received an advance of the credit upon filing taxes at present time. All right, everybody, that wraps it up for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching, and again, please click that subscribe button, hit like, send the video to whoever you want, because I will be back with more news shortly.